literally look down their knife-eared ass noses at you.
We searched. We called out. We looked everywhere. But we saw only emptiness and the echo of calamity. Countless days passed before I found myself on the Lilithon and met some of my kin. Those refugees who had barely managed to reach our ancestral planet. Their stories were far from being the fruit of truth I so badly craved. Those who agreed to talk to me were few, for most saw me as a wayward daughter who had spurned the honorable paths. And they would not stop babbling about the terrible disease that spread black tendrils of pain over the paths of the Infinity Circuit and deadened our world one segment after another. The ones who survived fled in fear and wandered between the stars, until the Lilithon's warm light reached out to some of them. Some, like Muaran, lay the blame entirely on Monkey. However, I do not know the truth, but I hope, oh, I desperately hope and pray to the gods that someday it will be revealed to me.
The Infinity Circuit?
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the Monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion?
Don't make me roll my eyes, bitch.
Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
Okay, well what about those crystals, the spirit stones? What are they?
You are talking about something you cannot comprehend, Elentark. Waystones are not mere trinkets worn by my people. They are something greater. From birth until the last breath, the Spirit Stone belongs only to its owner, serving as an ever-present reminder that we are mortal. For it is the first refuge of the mind and the last refuge of the soul, which Silent-Thresh is so eager to devour. The souls of the children of Asurion move into the stones after death, and then they become a part of the Infinity Circuit on a craft world, so they can serve their people even when the body is gone. There is no crime more despicable than harming a Waystone and dooming the immortal soul of a child of Asurion to an eternity of torment in the maw of she who thirsts.
Is that right?
We need Waystones as desperately as darkness needs starlight, and Monkey need air. And so we are bound to wander the galaxy in search of the old worlds that might give another craft world hope for existence. Each Monkey's heart is one of your lives. Each Waystone is the preserved soul of a child of Asurion.
And what was your world like before it fell?
Cruderach cannot be described in your language. It can only be sung. Encased in a filigree of sounds, a melody as complex and delicate as the Infinity Circuit, its energy network. It can be seen in the golden hues of sunlight, felt in the breath of celestial winds. Though it was an artificial world, it was just as alive as any real planet. But I must see clearly, not only light, but also shadows. I yearn to remember only Cruderach's beauty, but it had a dark side too. My world was isolated for too long. Like a lake of stagnant water, there was no movement or renewal, and even the sweetest outbursts of life soon turned fetid. Who knows? Who knows? Had there been no stagnation, had our elders not been so blind in their dogmatism and our youths not lacking in courage, then perhaps Cruderach would still be alive even now?
Speaking in fucking riddles.
Is idle curiosity a defining feature of the
Yes!
Monkey? Or are you trying to learn about the weaknesses of my people so you can destroy another world of the children of Asurion? Forgive me, Elentark, but I am not ready to immerse you in the font of my people's deepest mysteries.
Okay, what about the history of the Eldari?
I am afraid your life is too fleeting, and your memory too feeble to encompass the entirety of my knowledge. My people ruled the stars when yours did not even have a name. But many of our songs and stories were lost, stolen by she who thirsts. I can tell you the children of Asurion lived, created, caressed the stars as if they were pearls on a string, until Cylon Thresh smothered our empire in her terrifying embrace. Different branches of the Eldari chose different paths to salvation. My ancestors chose an eternal journey through the starry void, living on craft worlds instead of real planets. We rescued countless wonders from the days before, but far from all. You saw this on the Lilithan. Not even we can always master the gates our ancient ones built. This is the story of the Asuriani. There are branches that chose a different path, gruesome and frightening. But I do not wish to tell you about them. That is our dark side, just as your kin have many dark sides of their own.
Yes, each one of us has a dark side of some sort, do they not? You keep mentioning She Who Thirsts. What can you tell me about her?
Why ask this question? Is it idle curiosity, or something else? Do not turn your thoughts towards Cylon Thresh, whatever your motive. She is downfall. She is hunger. She is the enemy of all that is good in the universe. She is an enemy to the Eldari, and I hope to you as well.
Stressing those last words, looking at you inquisitively. Say nothing. No. The Chaos Gods are enemies of the Imperium, which means they are my enemies. You can be sure of that.
We are as different as starlight and its reflection in a muddy puddle. But we share a common enemy. Constancy is our strength.
Fucker called me a muddy puddle. Can you believe that?
As you wish, Elontark.
Allow me to ask you some questions.
What do you wish to talk about?
Who were you before you came to Janus?
I followed my path. Do you know what a path is to the children of Asurion? It is more than a chosen, what do you call it, craft. The path is how each of us moves through the labyrinth of existence, inside and out, in life and in spirit. It is both a journey and a fortress. It protects us from she who thirsts. To stray from the path is to fall into her dark embrace.
Sorry, boys. I'm not feeling so hot, so I needed to check something real quick. I'm, like, overheating pretty badly. Alright.
The first path I walked was the path of awakening. It granted me the ability not merely to look, but to see, and to take notice of what I saw. My second path could have been that of a warrior, but I chose differently. For the ability to see called me beyond the boundaries of my homeworld. Though not everyone was pleased by this decision, I stepped onto the path of the outcast. I gained the freedom to choose, to question, to doubt where the others merely bow before the
So that's why they
wisdom
called
of
her
the
outcast
Farseer
like
who
that.
dictates the will of destiny. And I will follow my path until I reach its pinnacle.
So what's it like for you being on my ship?
It feels like I am in the belly of a bird with steel wings. Cold and unliving, but stubbornly blazing through the dark. It lacks life with its light and beauty, but although your vessel cannot even remotely be compared to a craft world, I feel strangely satisfied. We, the Asuriani, are born and dwell on craft worlds. To find myself on a moving world again, even one such as yours, is a source of much joy.
And how did you get on Xenos again?
The children of Asurian sought shelter on the Lilithon after the demise of our craft world, our Cruderak. I arrived
What's up,
later,
Elberon?
looking for traces of my kin and hoping to learn the fate of my world. They witnessed the baneful ignorance of your breed and began to weave a web of their own intrigues in which I played the role of Vistenza Viat's aide. And then you appeared.
Sorry about that. Bringing me some of that good old acetaminophen. Alright.
The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say.
And tell me about your kin and your homeworld?
I refuse to discuss this with a monkey. We are but traveling companions who happen to be following the same road among the stars. Do not even try to get under my skin.
Yes, indeed.
It will not work.
Am I still unworthy of discussing your world? Nods curtly and says nothing. Well, thanks. What do you think's happening on Xenos?
The Lilithon is purifying herself of the corruption brought by the servants of Cylon Thrash. Gardens and birds, animals and people.
It is kind of cool
Many
that you
are
could
gone
leave her
forever,
there.
and even
doing
more
that.
are
It's
corrupted
crazy.
beyond healing. But the Lilithon is stronger. This world will live.
It almost makes me interested to know what a heretical
My
character
kin
would
are
do.
probably still looking for a means to enter the webway. May the Lilithon spirit aid them in this endeavor. Beyond the gate lies salvation, and perhaps even knowledge.
I thought I killed the fuck out of them.
Cruderak and the remaining survivors.
Okay.
What do you wish to talk about?
The
The words of truth sound like music. This is what our people say. The outcasts my path led me to had a saying. Let me translate it for you. If you fall off a cliff, grab the roots and do not ask if they belong
yeah, she
to
already
a
did that.
weed.
Okay. Alright. I was like, why is it grayed out? I don't feel like I actually did that. Alright, let's talk to her a little bit.
Domin.
Let me back out. Let's do the ritual.
Domin.
Give it to me, baby!
Then follow.
I still need to do the thing where I find the temple, too. I should probably just go ahead and do that. For a second, I thought she was, like, prone on the ground. What up, girl?
Are you ready to step into the labyrinth, Domin?
And what exactly are we gonna do?
This is the ritual of binding. By the Undying One's will, our fates and ours one. But I must still guide you into the maze of my mind. Although it is my predestination alone to walk its corridors in search of answers, your image must become part of the tangle. For I am your shadow, Domin, and your presence will aid me in sensing whatever threats may be looming over you.
And what is all this on the floor?
Instructions, directions, a depiction of the puzzle that can only be solved within one's own consciousness by following its bends and turnings. I do not require these lines to find my way, but for you, they will serve as a guiding thread.
Alright, I'm ready. Let us begin.
Your weapon for the ritual. Watch the lines on the floor. You can only pass through the gaps. The rest, you need not know. Enter the labyrinth, Domin. You are now upon the path. Your shadow now walks the labyrinth, and my gaze can now see when danger draws near you.
Yes, what a captivating expression of your culture.
We are not doing this for your amusement, Domin. Nor is it an expression. That which you do not comprehend still has meaning.
Yes, I did not mean to offend.
Your words have caused no offense.
There we go. I seek to only understand why this matters to you, to understand you.
Understand me? Why, Domin? My fate is preordained, and our places assigned. We both must serve the Undying One, as his design foretells. But if such is indeed your wish...
Is she coming on to me?
My path of service to the Undying Emperor is one of many twists and pitfalls. Every mind is fraught with weakness, and only by honing it tirelessly can one achieve focus and prime one's perception. I envision the tenets of the web as a maze of tangles and dead ends. Each time I go into a trance, be it one of the soul or of battle, I walk this path from beginning to end. And now that you're a part of it, you will be there with me when next I enter the labyrinth. You may deem it strange. You live in a world so far removed from my own that such rituals must seem absurd to you.
I mean...
I'm sure I would find your rituals equally mystifying.
I wasn't gonna say it, but yeah, sure. To an outside observer, what happened here would have looked like an ordinary fight. But your senses grasp something more. They allow you to perceive a fragile bond that has formed between the two of you in the midst of this blade dance. As if Cabela's mind has opened up, reached out to yours, and acquainted itself with it. A surprising display of power and direction for someone who possesses no psychic abilities, or appears to be unaware of their own gift. My rituals? What do you mean?
You are empowered by the will of the Undying One himself. And yet, when I look at your life, I am surprised. You follow a different thread. One that does not seem as strict to your thoughts and deeds. There is so much luster.
Would you like to see my world? You have allowed me to witness your ritual. It's only fair I show you one of mine.
To partake in one of your ceremonies? Returning the courtesy. That is how you say it up here, isn't it? I will await your invitation. The labyrinth has accepted you. We have danced amid the crossing lines and minds, and by the dance, we are now bound.
Talk to the High Factorum. Very nice. Yeah, I think it's time we went down to the... and tried to find the good old... what's it called? This. So the freight line. All right, let's do one thing first. We jumped through the warp. We're in a new system. Let's do a little bit of exploring of the system. And then we'll And then we will... They don't even have names. That's hilarious. And then we'll do that. I kind of want to stretch out the gameplay a little bit. I don't want to do too much of one thing. Might be a little insensitive, you know what I'm saying? What we got here is a volcano world? Ooh. Inhabited, you say? The ruins of an ancient imperial city were discovered on a dead world, completely deprived of an ecosystem. According to the reports, the entire settlement is contained in a titanic glass dome that once held an artificial atmosphere. Your augurs detected the framework of 3 other similar structures that were never completed. For whatever reason, the dome systems failed, and left behind in this city, a ghost that never managed to become a proper colony of the Imperium. Okay, send out a crew to explore the Temple District. Holy gifts. I guess grab as many supplies as possible. Provisions. Oh, this is cool. We got some ranged weaponry too. Okay. And drain the fuel from the generators. They won't need it no more. It's just all of them. It takes several trips to deliver them. Okay, I didn't read any of these. The Temple District is situated in the heart of the city. The God Emperor statue, intricately carved from precious crystal, is suspended beneath the dome, supported by chains of gold, and can be seen from anywhere in the colony. Inspired by the majestic sight, the expedition members set off to explore the area with renewed vigor. Soon enough, they stumble upon an ancient weapon lying on a pedestal wreathed in sunlight. The expedition brought it back to the ship and told tales about how the Emperor himself, who had been watching from above, had directed their attention to it. Your people flooded the city like a tidal wave, filled building after building, bunkhouse after bunkhouse, and receded from its quiet streets as quickly. There were plenty of useful things among the findings, including foodstuffs and weapons. Draining the fuel, it takes several trips to deliver massive promethium storage tanks to your vessel. The crew grimly points the colony was running out of fuel. Had the life support system not failed prematurely, the locals would surely have perished due to lack of energy. Very well, explore the local palace. Ooh. Ghost sword. Oh, it's an Eldari weapon. Interesting. It's a power sword, I see. Huh. Profit factor gained 1. The lavishly decorated estate of the local ruler towers over the rows of featureless bunker houses. Several explorers perished from the cleverly hidden tripwires in the courtyard. But after losing their companions, the team easily disarmed the remaining traps in the estate. Anything of value has been promptly delivered to the rogue trader's vessel. The Lord Captain was even given an exquisite sword found in a secret cache that once belonged to the mansion's owner. Very nice. Okay, what the hell is this? It's a fucking necklace. Whoa, that's cool, dude. That is very cool. Single shots with bolter weapons automatically hit. Wow, that's definitely something. Okay, well, she's got a swad. Is it any better? Sort of. Got more pin. I don't understand why the strike is different. Why it looks different. I guess this is the one for power sword or chain sword or something. Like it's the same one for my staff. So I guess we'll just I'll throw that in the what you call it. All right, let's look at that. Let's actually look at the ship. So, do I want to get rid of the plasma torpedoes? Let's see. Let's see. I want to get into combat and see how that's going to work for me. Also, is there a way to upgrade the shields? Okay. We'll go to this one. Begin scanning. Blast steel. Only 2. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. I know Marzo Wiki said I should not get ones so small, but come on, man. Come on. Scanning. Magnetic storm. The magnetic storm raging above the planet blurs our gaze of auger rays. Only a truly powerful diviner machines may see through the current of magnetic fluctuations in their blessed vigil and discover the mysteries of the Emperor Forsaken Planet. The rogue trader has decided to leave this unwelcoming world. Maybe she will return here one day. Point of interest, okay, cool. All right, now we go back to the ship. Let's go do the thing. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And get that quick save going on. Go up to the quarters. All right, and let's grab block. And we'll go ahead and throw that bad boy down in there. I don't think I ever read this, did I? Now here's a question. What do I do with the skull? Do I just keep it? Keep that. Keep 2, just in case I ever want to dual wield them. You know what I mean? Actually, I'm going to keep that. Yeah, I think also I'm going to, what is this? Agility bonus. We're gonna cure, let me see. Sorry, chain sword. I've already got one of those. I think I'm gonna get rid of this too. Biomancer staff. House Orcelio staff. Yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of those. Telepaths. Get rid of the sniper rifle. And Psychic, sure. So, I want to keep... I guess there's really no reason to keep some of this stuff. Some of the stuff I want to keep because it's like fun quest shit. That's basically what it boils down to. It said I picked up some ranged weapons. I'm assuming it's not actual ranged weapons, right? It would have shown me. I picked up an actual good thing. Dude, we have so much cargo, dude. It's crazy. Crazy. Yeah, it does kind of suck because she has flame proficiency. And I gave her Melta proficiency. She starts with flame proficiency. She didn't need to pick it up. Right? It's only... It has... The Melta has a lot more... what you call it, though, so... I got a question for you. What's an automatic weapon? You know what I mean? Like, where does it, is that a stat that it has, or is it just if it's got burst fire? Is that what tells you it's a automatic weapon? Right? Auto pistol. I guess if its rate of fire is higher than 1? I'm assuming that's what's going on here. Bolter, auto gun. You know what? It's probably a good time to whip out the good old Google. So it looks like burst fire capabilities result that they can fire multiple shots in quick succession. So bolters, bolt pistol, precise bolter. Okay. It's weird that it doesn't have an actual, you know, like thing for that. Interesting. All right. So let's take a bath. Let's get rid of this antidote shit. Put that in the cargo, and I'm gonna get some stems. Yeah, we'll keep the flamer around just for lulz. I might end up using it. I might respec her again, just for shits and giggles. And just use the flamer. But it does have less armor pen and all that other stuff, so... I'm just kind of like, meh. All right, so let's see my retinue. Let's see. Cassia, Henrix. Oh, yes, I simply cannot bathe without my loyal seneschal. He claps his hand together in a businesslike manner, and there is an ominous glint in his unaugmented eye. Lord Captain, what a fortunate rarity to find you at leisure. Since you have nothing else to occupy your time, I will give you a lecture on the history of House von Valencius. I would not be doing my duty if I did not start from the beginning. Very well, enlighten me. He clears his throat and looks smug. As I was saying, we shall begin with the origin of your noble lineage. Logic test succeeded. He provides you with a daunting amount of information, but you still learn quite a bit from your dynasty's history, whether you want it or not. Nice. A good roll. Albert's mustache twitches as he purses his lips in evident satisfaction. That's enough for today, your ladyship. Permit me to leave you while you contemplate what you've learned. And relax and close your eyes. Okay. And boom. We're done. Bada bing. If you're wondering why I did that, it's because I get a buff. Higher initiative the next time you enter combat. I really should raise my intelligence next time I get the chance to raise something. I got 80 willpower. I think that's enough for that. I need to raise my intelligence because that will increase my all of these things. Also, yeah, it's like I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure which is better, right? Reducing recoil of all automatic weapons sounds good, but oh, when shooting in burst, the hit chance of all shots after the first is reduced by recoil parameter of this weapon. Oh, I see. Huh, all right. Out. Grab a stem. And yeah, 9 to 14. It's not nearly as good, so we're just gonna keep that on the side. I guess we'll throw a frag down here. Plasma grenade. Blinds the enemy. Armor pin, 16 to 32. You know, let's do that one. Yeah, we'll give her a Xenos grenade. It'll be great. All right. So I think next time we go, I think we're gonna, when she gets some heavy bolter, the sister will be the ultimate. But the problem with the heavy bolter is that it requires 60 strength. That's the problem with it. And she has 30. And she needs the proficiency, which I would give her, but she still wouldn't be able to use it. So, 'tis unfortunate. 'Tis unfortunate. Okay, every turn. Okay, so this one, we could raise her perception. Her agility is 55. Yeah, let's do agility. Yep, absolutely agility. Initiative, dodge, and dodge reduction. Yeah, I could do perception, but it only gets +5. This'll top it over, right? Weapon skill is 50. That's fine. We'll do agility. Okay, so let us. She's missing a bunch of shit. 15 bonus to carouse. What's this? Hits an enemy, the wearer gains crit chance on the next ranged attack against the same enemy. Whenever the wearer does 25... Okay, yeah, okay. You have 25% chance to gain 2 MP. That's nice. And... Okay. Back snatch our stems. What about you? Medkits. What about you? Hits an enemy with dead shot. It's reduced the enemy deflection. Okay, I'm gonna grab that. Hits an enemy, bonus 5% crit chance. Next ranged attack against the same enemy. We'll keep that for now. And we'll snatch all the grenades. Okay. So which of these do I want to give her? She doesn't have running gun, so that's not going to help her. Let's do in ascending order. Okay, so when the wearer kills a target with exploit using a single or deadeye shot, 15 ranged attacks against it. Okay, yeah, let's do that one. And give her that one. I'm gonna give that to her. Deals damage to an enemy. Athletics by 5 and athletic, or excuse me, agility by 5 and athletics by 10. Where is... What do you have on your boots? That is pretty cool. They kill 5 enemies. She can probably do that. But it would probably still be better if we give her this, because she does a lot of damage, and having a 25% chance to gain. She does a lot of hits. Excuse me. And we'll give her the Medicaid thing as well. Does she do a lot of attacks of opportunity? I don't think she does. Hmm. 5 agility wouldn't benefit her. It does benefit her, because it rolls it up to the next level. Whatever the range attack, where's the bonus crit? Okay, that one. Do I give her the carouse? So using a med kit. Honestly, I should probably give it to her. And then we do this. When the wearer successfully hits with a single shot attack. Oh yeah, that's her right there. Bam. And she's got her bloodlusty helmets. That's actually not that great. But she can't use run and gun. Order that Xenos to wear some bikini skinny suits and cut her to thread. Yeah, I know, right? Jabba the Hutt. Yes. You know, I want to just say this for the record. She did kill a motherfucker for suggesting something similar to that. I just want to throw that out there for you there, bud. Somebody literally touched her hand and she just executed them. Yeah. It happens that way, doesn't it? All right, you know what? Let's do... Yeah, I think that's good. She doesn't have a neck, though. Okay. At least we're still down here, so... Right? Where is it? So, We'll throw some of this shit back in the thing. Like the flamer. Pyromancer staff. I'm going to keep that just in case I want to use it. Running gun. We'll keep that just in case. Like, almost no one can kill that many people other than her, and I preferred her to have those other boots. So we'll leave that there. Okay, was there anything else? All attacks of opportunity deal agility bonus damage. She does have a lot of agility. She's not a psyker, so she can't deal with that. See, look, I've got a heavy bolter. Not that anybody can use it. She can use the Thunder Hammer, can't she? I'm gonna see something. I'm gonna see that real quick. Requires Eldari. It sucks that I can't select someone else when I'm doing this. Is there anything I want to give her? Ghost Sword. She doesn't have Eldari. She's not heretical. Plasma. Marksman. Lower war penalty to resistance checks. But yeah, there's nothing else I really want to give her. No, okay. So she doesn't have a neck. Let's take the sniper rifle because I'm never gonna use that. What does Thunder Slam do? Basically, yeah, so it doesn't matter. I can give her a shotgun, though. For the lulz, right? Do I have a shotgun in here? I do not. Got that marksman rifle. A long lass. I could give her this. Got 6 Shotguns just seem so much better, though. You know what I mean? So... see, melee, and then here we go, ranged. Can't use those. She could use one of these. Of a better version. The arc rifle. 9 range. Hot shot Laz. Yeah, I don't think she can use hand flamers. 10 to 15 with a regular shotgun. Yep. Okay. I think that's about it, right? I don't have any other combat shotguns. I could give her my combat shotgun, but I'm not super peachy keen on that. And there's no other like melee weapon that I could give her that would be worth a damn. That she would one use over her fat two-hander. Right? That's absolutely insane. So, give her that. Alright, every time the wearer deals damage, the target's weapon skill and ballistic skill is reduced by -5. Stacked 6 times. Most dudes don't survive. I think attacks of opportunity are probably going to be better. Yeah. I do believe so. Armor's going to be down here. Might have gotten rid of that helmet. Yeah, what is she wearing anyway? So, yeah, she's got 90% to dodge, 25 armor. Gives her 10 parry. So she's got 80% to parry. And base armor property gives 10 dodge against melee attacks. So she's basically got 100% to dodge. That seems pretty good, man. That seems pretty good, all things considered. Okay. Let's just... Alright. I think that's it. Let's go. Enough piddling around. I do love this, man. This game is just something else. Something else. Here we go. Let's go find the thing. My quarters, freight line. I don't know what that means. Oh, they get to come with me, do they? All right, let's leave Pascal and we'll bring her. Also love the fact that everyone levels up at the same time. It's so annoying when that's not the case. Glory to the rogue trader. All right, let's make sure I'm in the right place. You, rogue trader, augurs cannot pierce the magnetic storm. Only a truly powerful sacred... Oh, okay. That's cool. Contract. Oh, nice. Damn. Well done. Well done. Alright, quests. Death call, lower decks of the path. Again, the freight line. Thus, it must likewise serve as the starting point for the... So, we need to go to the freight line. I'm assuming this is not where I was supposed to go.
I did it?
Oh, nice. Cool. So... Confessor Albert's a plump, rosy-cheeked old man is lighting candles, taking his time with each glints of fire dance on his heavy golden aquila and his sky blue eyes as he addresses you, smiling. The Emperor protects your ladyship. Are you here to pray or have mundane matters brought you to me? No, I don't really care about any of this right now. Nope.
Let us walk this path to the end.
I
beg your pardon.
Test failed. Aw, boo. Spherical object gleaming with gold.
Heresy grows from idleness.
It does. It does indeed. The one you remember best. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. So we need to go to the freight line. Bam. Didn't it say I needed to go by myself? I swear it said I needed to go by myself. I was about to say, you boys better stand to and chop chop. Idoc Frinso, here you go. A sturdily built man with an augmented jaw stands at attention. Dark circles under his eyes speak of many sleepless nights, but his voice is loud and spirited. Welcome to Freight Hub LD987/A14, Lord Captain. I am Idoc Frinso, Captain of the Enforcers in the lower deck bay LDA-14. The Master at Arms has assigned me to be your liaison during your stay. It's for the duration of your stay. Best prayer is the Emperor protects. Where we need more ammo. Well said. Lord Captain, would you like to inspect the control room or begin your search for the Temple of the Bloodspun Web? He says the last part out of obvious concern. Seems you were prepared for my visit. How did you know I was coming? Master at Arms ordered us to be on standby after the Bloodspun Web openly invited you to visit their temple. We have been awaiting your arrival every day since then, Lord Captain. Okay. Let us see the Bloodspun Temple. I'm sorry, Lord Captain, I do not... No one knows. The cultists are too adept at hiding and keeping their secrets. And it worries me you might have to walk around the entire compartment looking for the temple. Is there a problem with the compartment? The lower decks are not suitable for someone of your status. It's not just the grime or the crowds of brutish laborers. I suspect that the entrance to the Temple of Death is hidden in some dark corner where you might encounter criminals or contagious outcasts. With that kind of riffraff that dwells here, you might even be attacked. God Emperor forbid. Such a ghastly place you describe. We are not headed there, are we, Lord Captain? He frowns. To put it bluntly, although the Bay performs its functions well, even its more civilized section are sorely lacking in discipline. I was only assigned recently, and so I haven't had time to straighten everything up. Since doing so will require making some serious changes, I am not inventing excuses, Lord Captain. As the officer in charge, I accept full responsibility for what takes place in this compartment. Very nice. Seems like it was almost in exile. Did you commit an infraction? He shakes his head fiercely. No, Lord Captain, quite the opposite. I was commended for my service. This compartment has always been a troublesome one, and the Master at Arms signed me here because she thought highly of my merits. I'm honored to have earned Mistress Sourback's trust. Ah, very well. Like, these are basically the same thing. It's just one is more of an asshole thing than another. Yes, rejoice, friend So. For the Lord Captain herself has deigned to deal with your problems. Rest assured, I will provide you crucial guidance once I am done inspecting the bay. But Frenzo stops himself mid-protest and assumes a more compliant tone. In that case, I urge you to remain vigilant. Excuse me. The freight trains move at great speed, and the inhabitants of the residential units are despicable rabble. One must never drop one's guard around them. Emperor preserve you from stumbling into the pestilence pit, and that's where the madmen and lepers live. And the cult of the Bloodspun Web has presence in this compartment, does it not? That is correct. The enforcers do not bar them from carrying out their sacred duties. He scowls. As irregular as it is to have armed crew members set up a secret hideout forbidden to the enforcers that can go and that they can go around dispensing bloody justice. And do you take issue with them? He avoids looking at Cabela. I do, Lord Captain, but the cult is authorized to exist on the ship, which means their activities down here are not to be interfered with. And what do you know of them? Not much, but I am always trying to learn more, given that they like to pay visits to my compartment. He scratches his head thinking, the Spinners honor the Emperor through death. They kill notorious retrobates and heretics. Sometimes they kill righteous folk, and other times, even seemingly at random. Their rituals are morbid and their prayers are strange. Anyone not initiated in their rites would struggle to make sense of them. I see. The captain grumbles suddenly under his breath. Yes, tell me about this station. It connects to the lower deck freight residential and artillery bays. Our task is to monitor the flow of labor force and prevent supply disruption between bays. And who maintains this hub? Traffic controllers, the technomats trained by the priest of the machine cult to keep the sacred cogitators in working order and prevent train collisions. The consequences of an accident like that would be easy to imagine, especially if one of the trains were carrying a macro cannon ordnance. Also employed here are Enforcer Squad, A team of